Hello everybody, this is Decentralized Day with another update for crypto. Of course we have to talk about crypto because crypto has woken up and there is a lot to talk about. And in my last video that I've released a week ago, I released it about 71,000 Bitcoin. So I released it in this spot. And I told you there that this is not going to be retraced. This is going to continue. I used the market psychology, how I deducted that. I write it here on X on this post. By the way, this post strangely got 7,000 views, which is for me, which is interesting because I don't get thousands of views per post. But this one did get, and basically how I how I knew, I kind of knew it. This is not just a luck. I knew that this was going to continue. Because I saw that there is just everybody sidelined. And how I knew that everybody's sidelined, that's not difficult. Because the moment when we broke, people were not adding. Because that's the normal, actually, even the topping sign when we break. And people are adding and are bullish and are happy. People were completely furious. We broke, the Bitcoin broke to 70K. Everybody was just furious. So I have seen this before. And I always in the past as well, I was able to identify it and saw the same again here. And I did add, I doubled down on my crypto. I had like 35%, actually like 15 to 20, let's say about 20 maybe of my total, 20% of my total invested in crypto before the pump. And then I made it double. So I maybe to 30 to 40%. That was what happened last week at 71,000. And I already think, and I kind of see that it was a mistake not to go all in. Actually, I should have forced myself to go all in at that point. It was already difficult to double down because like when you see, like back then in that perspective, like if I play back, like if I go into the low time frames, and if I just replay and start new, and this is how the chart looked like. So this is how the chart looked like when I was basically doubling down on crypto. So it's not easy, trust me, it's not easy to double down after this, right? This is for Bitcoin, but obviously all the other cryptos, like the major cryptos especially, did the same. So it was already difficult and I should not have just doubled down. I should have gone all in. Of course, not by my total, but 50%. I have 50% of my total actually in stables and 50% is for the different markets. So the reason why I'm talking about that on this video is because 71,000, which was the price of Bitcoin the last time when I released the video. So even you, Harvey, if you're watching, actually, you still had a chance. You still had, when you saw my video, you still could have actually doubled down or just go. And the reason why I mentioned all this because 71,000 is going to be now very difficult to get, in my opinion. As you can see, this is my prepared trade. So I still have quite a lot of stables and they are prepared for Bitcoin mainly, but also for some other altcoins that have been on this move, that have shown strength. This is my prepared trade for Bitcoin. And as you can see, the entry is at 70,000. Okay. So 70,000 is now where I'm going to enter Bitcoin. And it's not going to be easy to get it, trust me, right? Mark my words, call me out if I'm wrong. You know, I will learn from that if I'm wrong. But I think we are first going to get if we are right now ending this move, even that is not for sure, because people are completely caught with their pens down. I was super on point with this. And any pullback is gonna be very difficult to get. And it's going to be bought back up also very quickly. And the only thing I rely on, the only thing that really keeps me hopeful that I'm gonna get 70,000 Bitcoin and Ethereum equivalent Ethereum, this is Ethereum's chart, and as you can see, Ethereum's entry, I have about 20, just below 2100. So 2000 to 2100 in that area, in that level. And I actually don't want to buy Ethereum, I want to buy BMNR, but that's another discussion. We are not discussing that today. So the only thing that really makes me hopeful that these entries will happen sometime soon is that we have the Clarity Act vote the next month, and that vote is quite niche. It's projected to fail. So either we go down and we have this pullback before the vote, so the market will maybe price in that this is going to fail. So then the market is going to be priced in, and then maybe after the vote we rally, or this is going to be still strong. There is going to be some back and forth at best. If this is not going to continue parabolic, even that could happen. And then at the vote, the vote could fail actually really, and after the vote, so after the 14th of September, so 3 weeks from now, maybe then we will get this pullback. So and this is gonna be very hard to get. And again, just my bad, my loss that I did not force myself to go fully all in the moment I saw people freaking out in frustration the moment we were breaking up. The last thing I want to talk to you about in this video is that when you let me split my screen. Also, I know I have lots of moving averages, and this is a VWAP. This is very also important VWAP because it's the VWAP anchored at the top of the previous cycle. So I intentionally kept all of these moving averages on the screen because I want to show you something. I will split my screen and okay, sorry, let me adjust it. So on the left part of the screen, just behind me, this is 2022, okay? This is the end of 2022. This is where the bottom of the crypto happened. This is for Bitcoin, again, Bitcoin's chart. But again, everything is still correlated, so we can be just looking at Bitcoin, at least for now. Let's say if the discorrelation happens this cycle, and again, this is not a topic for today's video. And on the right side of the screen, that's 2026, which is this here. So, and as you can see, the structure here, in my opinion, bears many similarities, okay? We have a bottom, okay, let me make you see more. Actually, these are 4-hour candles, okay? So that was why it was not matching up. So now it's daily candles and daily candles, right? So this is the way I wanted it. And as you can see, this is how the bottom happened, which actually corresponds with the November 22. Then we pushed lower one more time, okay? We pushed lower one more time in 21st of November. I remember this very, very well. The 21st of November, 2022. Hard to believe it was 4 years. Then we had some kind of a rally that failed, a little rally that failed, which was right this one here. And then I remember at the end, actually it was in January already, January 2023, we started rallying really hard for crypto. And I remember what the people were saying back then, because I was making video for you guys with my face on it already. And I was telling you this is hated. Just me. Actually, I am going to replay that video again. I was telling you that this is going to continue, right? This is not going to fail. This is not going to be a failed rally. So there is many similarities with today. And the bottom forming, I would say, we did not have any FTX implosion this time, but there was one exchange that closed down recently. Now I don't remember which one it was. But we also had negative news around microsailor selling, and that was indeed our kind of the capitulation event, which made people believe that we are gonna go lower. This is how the bottom is formed. And the very last point in this video that I want to make is that look at this pullback that happened in March 23. This is the only thing that I hope for at this point. And again, it is my mistake that I'm hoping for this in the first place. I should have been invested. I should have thrown my money. The moment I saw people angry at the rally, I should have gone all in. But again, okay, that didn't happen. So the last hope that I have, and probably all of you, if you want to basically go all in, if you follow me and believe this is the start of the bull run, which of course I may be wrong, but in case I am correct, then there was a pullback in March 23, and the pullback happened very shortly after we hit this red line, and now we are coming to the point why I have so many moving averages here, and because this red line, this is the 50-week moving average, and as you can see, we are gonna meet it. We are gonna meet it this time as well, and it's sitting around 81.5k, but it's gonna be coming down, so it's gonna be around 81k maybe. If we do break through this 81k, then I'm not sure, but maybe all bets are off. Then maybe we're just going to continue parabolic and there will be no pullbacks anytime soon. However, if we do stop on this moving average, then I think that we are gonna come back down exactly like we did in March 23, and we came back down to this pink and green line, which is, one of them is 20-week, and now it's the SMA. This yellow is EMA. So SMA is this pink line, and the green line, the thin green line, that's 200-day moving average. And they were kind of converging. They were kind of converging together, and that's what we have today as well. They are quite next to each other. It's not every time. As you can see, this pink line and the green line, they are usually like quite afar from each other, right? It's not like they're always right next to each other, and it happened in 23 and it's happening right now. So, and that point again is about the 70,000, okay? So to sum up this video, what my plan is, again, is up to you what you do, but what my plan is that I'm aware of the mistakes that I have done, and I am gonna be hunting, and it's gonna be lots of work, and it's gonna be exhausting because I can be wrong. And if I'm wrong, well, I can't miss out on a crypto bull run, right? Like currently most of the people are missing out. It's gonna be exhausting, but my only hope is that we are gonna get a pullback to roughly around 70,000, and that's, in my opinion, and even that probably will happen in a month from now. So not today, not the next week, not in 2 weeks, no. Only in around a month from now, maybe. And if that happens, that is the best, that is going to be as good as it's gonna get.